Hi there, crafty pals. Louise with you today, sharing another 3 old and 3 new scrapbook layout. So I'm still working through this Vicki Boutin paper pad, and I am finding it a little bit hard to include 3 new products that I haven't already used in this. So I am challenging myself on a little bit of a no buy. So perhaps my scrappy videos coming up will be more of a 3 old and 3 old products. But anyway, I hope you're still enjoying this series. So firstly, I'm going to chop this down to 9 by 12. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see that I prefer to scrap sort of a single photo. And because I'm scrapping a single photo, I often like to keep the background paper a little bit smaller. So the 9 by 12 really works for me because I also store them in just ordinary old display folders that you can pick up from any of your office supply stores, Kmart, Officeworks, those sorts of places. And I just seem to fit more of those on a shelf than I do 12 by 12 albums. So while I'm still a traditional 12 by 12 scrapper, you'll notice that I do quite a bit more of that 9 by 12, particularly if I'm just doing a single photo. Occasionally, a particular collection or element will really just call out to me to do a 12 by 12 page. But yeah, I'm definitely lately really on a focus of the 9 by 12s. So that's why I've trimmed this down. I've chosen a single photo. This particular collection is called the Home Collection, and it's really got some beautiful colours. The combination of the navy, the teal, the browns and golds, a little bit of pink popped in there as well. I saw the collection and I bought it straight away because I just loved it, and I felt it would lend itself really well to some of those more boy type scrapbook layouts that I'm prone to doing. And so I decided to combine it with the Vicki Boutin pre-made watercolour sort of background papers. I really do love a mixed media background, but I have to admit I'm kind of lazy, and if there's one already made for me, I would much rather use that than pull out my mixed media supplies. And I don't know what it is, but I think it might be something about the mess. I'm not a huge fan of getting my fingers all painty or inky, and then maybe I don't like the background or it doesn't come out like I had envisioned in my head. So these pre-made backgrounds with the thought taken out of them is just a super way for me to get creative. Now, when I'm thinking about my layouts, I am of course always trying to think about that visual triangle. So right now with my photo, I've got sort of 2 main elements. I've got that top left-hand side, and then I've sort of got that little frame, the wood chip piece and the flower down the bottom. I need that third point of interest. So I had a little play with cutting out this frame, but it just didn't work with the background. So I had another go because I wanted just to incorporate something that was going to separate the layers that I've created behind my photo and that background. And it turns out that just a simple piece of maroon paper is enough to split that. So I go ahead and decide to distress some edges. Now, normally I work out that I'm going to do this before I have stuck everything together, but I certainly managed to get that to distress, which I think just gives that little extra bit of interest. Now, still thinking about that sort of third place to draw your eye. So down the bottom, I'm going to add this little strip, which is kind of my go-to lately. If you've been watching some of my videos, then you'll know that I've started to do this often, and I don't know what it is, but something about this strip at the bottom with some paper or a sticker and a few little embellishment bits and pieces, there's just something about it that almost finishes a page and helps to sort of give it that final look without sort of overwhelming those elements that we've built around our photo. So I do love this little sort of sticker area down the bottom. I think the blue, the navy, the dark strip really ties into the photo cluster. The florals are a great little addition and super easy to create or add to a page. And then I've got this little sticker as well. So I'm just going to build around it and have those florals kind of poking out from the background. And again, great for stickers that you can actually move around and adjust as you need to, using a little bit of tacky glue just to make sure that everything is sort of stuck down and really adhered quite well. Now the final stash item that I have to use, because I had the chipboard piece, the packet of ephemera, and then these Nuvo crystal drops, these are like a challenge for me, and I would love to hear your suggestions if you have used them, because I just find that it's almost like they're not even there. I think if you get close enough to this layout, you can see those Nuvo drops and the way I've sort of striped them onto that background. They do actually add really good texture, but I don't know, because you can't really see them, I find them really challenging to use. So drop me a hint or a tip if you've used these, how you've used them. I'd love to hear sort of what you've used them for. I have quite a few in my stash and they're pretty much full, and apart from using them like this little drop method, I have no idea what else I should do with them. So that's my final stash item, and that is also the end of this 3 old and 3 new layout. So this one came out super cute. I really do love it. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.